This is the story about when I thought I was going to Athens. Quick disclaimer, there are parts of this story that contain references. If you're under 18, please close your ears now. 2 weeks ago, my friend and I decided to go to Athens on Friday night because we had a lot of friends there and wanted to have fun that night. Mustafa was going to come, but he decided that he couldn't last minute. The plane was to leave around 8 o'clock, but some of our friends wanted to go to the bars. Even though I don't drink, I wanted to hang with them. So, we spent an hour to two making a tape over fake ID which looked really bad, but they would work because it's Athens. The friend I was going with wanted to smoke on the way there, so we stopped by a gas station. While he was rolling up, I drove, and then we switched seats because he decided he wanted to drive. As he was smoking, he was trying to tell me how to do it, so he wasn't paying attention to his rearview mirror. Then suddenly, there was a blinding white light throughout the entire car, and I just froze up as the car spun multiple times. I put my hands to my side because I remember watching a video during driver's ed that explained how people break their arms when an airbag activates. All I heard was the loud screams of my friend until the car came to a halt, thankfully on the side of the road. I felt a deep throbbing pain when I moved my left arm, and all I thought was, am I actually hurt or am I in shock? Since my door was crushed inward, I had to jump out the window. For some reason, I was completely calm and tried to help my friend calm down and make sure he was okay. The only thing on his mind was getting rid of his fake ID because he was afraid the police would see it, so he did what everyone else would do, he ate it. I just kept mine in my wallet. Then I started praying. People rushed to me asking if I was alright, but I finished my prayer first and then I let them know I was fine. He did that, and then we saw witnesses. The witnesses said there was a drunk driver that was going around 120 miles per hour that hit us from the back. I called one of my friends from the fraternity I'm rushing, Delta Chi, but he didn't answer and instead texted me that he was at a movie and busy right now. So I called another one of the brothers, and him and three other guys immediately came down to pick us up. After I made that call, the police and ambulances showed up all at once. It honestly felt like it took them 1 minute to arrive, but later I found out it took almost 30 minutes to 45 minutes after the accident. As the EMT was taking our vitals, my friend's heart rate was extremely high because he was high. So I tried to distract the lady from the fact that he was high by asking him bio questions. I asked, what are the monomers of proteins? After he answered, I knew he was still high because he said carbohydrates. Which all of you taking bio know is definitely not true. Afterwards, we had to sign a waiver saying that we didn't want to be taken to the hospital, so they weren't liable for us anymore. Then we got the police report. The driver was arrested. He also wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and his car was deep in the woods, so he was unconscious. Afterwards, I was ready to go back to my dorm and sleep, but my friends took us back to the fraternity house where we partied for the entire night. Then, I got intoxicated for the first time that night. I got back to my dorm around 5 a.m. and went to sleep. I learned how every detail can change everything. If Mustafa had come, he would have been crushed. If we didn't switch spots, we would have missed the truck. If we didn't spend time making fake IDs, we would have left much earlier. Earlier that day, I saw a car crash on my way to buy groceries, and I remember thinking how lucky I am that I've never been in one. Thank you.